The first step to enrolling, of course, is figuring out what classes you need to take to stay on track. The tool you use each term to develop your course recommendations is called JAX Planner. You'll want to become very familiar with this tool and all of its functionalities because you'll use it each term to figure out what courses to take. Let's take a look together. I recommend that you watch this video and only after that load and use your own planner. To get started, go to your NAU community at nau.edu/NAU community and click on Academics from your Student Center. Then click on JAX Planner. You'll get a message letting you know that JAX Planner needs to create your personalized planner. Click on OK and then be patient. You can see on the top right that the page is loading. Once it's loaded, click on OK to view your planner. When you scroll through, you'll see that your planner is providing you with course recommendations for every term through graduation. Every term, you'll open up your JAX Planner to see what you need to take next. Before we look at the specific course recommendations for next term, it's a good idea to make sure that you're currently on a 4-year path to graduation. To verify that you're on track to graduate on time, you'll need to check 2 things. First, check that your Term Preferences section lists the last term as the term you plan to graduate. If your planner lists any terms beyond the term you plan to graduate, this indicates you may be behind. Don't worry, we'll look at how to alter this. Second, look for any unassigned requirements. Even if your planner lists the correct last term for you, like the student in the example, if you have any unassigned requirements, that also can indicate you're behind. Unassigned requirements are the courses that the planner couldn't fit into the number of terms that you indicated. Sometimes, especially if you just have 1 or 2 courses unassigned, it can be simple to put yourself back on track. The first thing to try is editing your term preferences. From here, you can add and delete terms, including summer and winter terms, and you can alter the number of units you want to take each term. Once you're done, click on OK. In the case of this student, we're simply going to go through and alter the number of units they want to take each term. Instead of saying that they'll take 15 units, we'll set them to a range of 14 to 17 each term. And then we'll click on OK. In this case, we still ended up with 1 class in unassigned requirements. Let's try again. Now we've gotten rid of our unassigned requirements, our intended graduation term is listed as the term we plan to graduate, and this student is officially back on track. If you find that your own JAX Planner has unassigned requirements, you can try to fix them on your own, or you can come in for advising. If you try to fix them on your own and you still find that you're not on that 4-year path, I recommend coming in to meet one-on-one with an advisor. Even once you're on a 4-year path, it's a good idea to scroll through each of your terms and ensure that each one looks reasonable, manageable, and hopefully fun. If any of them looks too overwhelming, consider using Edit Term Preferences and Arrange My Plan to make sure that each of your terms are a good fit for you. With the Arrange My Plan feature, we can actually drag and drop classes around. For example, if we would rather move a minor course up and one of our liberal studies courses down, we can simply drag and drop them and then click on OK. If JAX Planner lets you save your plan, you know it's a good plan. Sometimes using Arrange My Plan, you might drag and drop something that doesn't work, and then the tool would give you an error. JAX Planner is a smart tool that understands prerequisite considerations, and it's not going to let you save a plan that doesn't make sense or has prerequisite errors. The next step is to see what classes you should take next term. I'll use a different student for this example. In this case, we see the course recommendations for the upcoming term, and you'll see that in some cases it lists a specific class, for example, Social Work 220. In others, the first column says something more vague, like Foundation English. In this case, you need to look over at the course column to see the specific course you need to enroll in. It also shows you how many units each course is and how many total units you'll be in for that term. If you want to make any changes, use the Arrange My Plan feature. In this case, let's say the student prefers to take a liberal studies instead of a general elective course. We're simply going to drag and drop the general elective to a later term and pull up the liberal studies class, and then click on OK. Now you should see your course recommendations saved for the following term, and they should look the way you want them to. Note that you can also click on the Information button to view more information about a course, such as a course description, requirement designation, and any possible prerequisites. After watching this video, once you've accessed your own JAX Planner, I recommend you write your course recommendations down. This way, you can use your course recommendations as you progress through the next videos. You can't use your JAX Planner to enroll. It's just a planning tool, so it's always a good idea to have a written list of what you plan to enroll in. Be sure to write the specific class that you need. For instance, be sure to write English 105 rather than Foundation English. You'll need that specific course information in order to enroll. If your JAX Planner lists a Liberal Studies or Diversity class for next semester, write that down on your list. In the next video, I'll explain how to find which Liberal Studies categories you still need to complete. Even if your JAX Planner didn't recommend a Liberal Study for next term, still watch the next video as it applies to all students and you'll need to take your Liberal Studies eventually. After completing this video, go check out your own JAX Planner. Ensure you're on a 4-year path and look through each term to make sure it looks reasonable and manageable. Then write out your course recommendations for the next term. Then come back here and move on to the next video.